going to study how to detect the part or the side the user has tapped. So we are going to see if the user has tapped on the right screen or the right side or the left side of the screen. So the usage of this demonstration is that, like, for example, on WhatsApp stories or other social medias, you can see that when you tap on the left side, it will go to the previous content. When you tap on the right side, it goes to the next content. So for today's session, we are going to implement the same. We are going to use the native libraries of the Flutter, so no external plugin to be added. We are going to use the official content of Flutter. We are going to add nothing to implement this. This is native features in Flutter. So by start, we are going to use two main components like page builder and other few components to illustrate our demonstration. So by the beginning, we are going to use the page builder. Page builder is a component that will help us to swipe from one page to another on the screen. So by tapping on the left side, we'll be navigating on the previous screen. Tapping on the right side, we navigate to the next screen. So we are going to use page builder to afford our demonstration today. So let's declare our page builder here. So we have body, then add page view builder. Here we have item builder where we pass context and index. So we are going to declare items. Here we have item count. So here we are going to have a variable which will have our items. So there, let's have like a list of different things that we will be showing on the screen. For example, let's have a list of colors. Even there is no reason to declare it because we have our constant variables called primaries. Let's loop through all primaries colors we have in material UI. So we are going to have a slider which will be sliding all colors on the screen. So let's return a container, pass color, we get colors dot primaries, we get on index. So we run. So we forgot to put semicolon. So you can see that we can swipe different colors on the screen. So let's put an index to know the page we are currently on. So here we can have $index +1 to make sure we are going to start on the first page. So we also have to add style text color. We make sure the color is white to make sure that the color is visible. So I don't know why the color is not visible, but we also increase the font size to 30. Then we align the text to center. You can see the font size is still small. Let's do like 90 or 120. You can see we are going to navigate to different pages. So now we are navigating because we are swiping. So for today's demonstration, we are going to study that if we click on this left side of the screen, we will navigate back to the previous widget. So when we click on the right side, we navigate to the next item. So this is what we are going to study now. So to achieve that, we are going to wrap with this page builder with what we call layout builder. This layout builder will allow us to get box constraint, which will allow us to measure the size of the screen. So here we will get constraints from this layout builder. So also on this container, we are going to wrap it with the gesture detector, where we will have all the tap events, where we have on tap down event, and we get tap down details. So to know if we are tapping on the right side or the left side of the screen, we are going to use this on tap down so that we can get the tap down details. So with those details, we will have details dot global position dot dx. It means we are going to get the data for horizontal or x-axis. So we'll have details dot global position dot dx. We check that is greater than constraint dot max width divided by 2. So with this condition, we know that we are tapping on the right side. So if the global position on x-axis is greater than the half of the screen, it means that we have shifted to the right side of the screen. So let's check if it really works. So we have here, we are going to use what we call page controller, so to allow us to navigate to a next page. So we are going to declare a controller so that we can get the reference to this page builder, so that we can be allowed to navigate to the next page. So we have page controller, so we get page controller. We can even make it final because we are not going to reassign it. So we pass controller, then here we say controller dot animate to page. Here we get controller dot page. We get the current page, get the current page to int, then duration. We put like duration of milliseconds. We use like 600 milliseconds. We use curves, we use like bouncing. So that's some example of. So then because this is the right side, we are going to add 1. So on the right side, we will be navigating to we will be removing 1 so that we are going to the previous screen. So let's check if this works. So you can see we are navigating to the next screen. So let's tap on the left side of the screen and check. You can see that if we tap on the left screen, it goes back. If we click on the right screen, it goes next. Let's come back to the left screen. You can see it goes back. So the logic works. So this layout builder gets the constraint of the screen or the boundaries of the wrapping widget. So because here we are going to get the constraint of the whole screen, because we are the layout builder is wrapped under the scaffold of the whole screen. But if you wrap it in the smaller widget, it will only get the constraint of that smaller wrapping component. So but for now we will get the constraint of the whole screen because we are wrapped under the scaffold of the whole screen. So after getting this constraint, we can get the size of the screen, so horizontally. That's where we get the max width. If we get max width, it means that we are going to get the whole size of the wrapping widget on the x-axis. But if we get the max height, it means we are going to get the maximum height of the screen. We are going to measure it vertically on the y-axis. So for the logic behind this is that if we get these tapping details, we are going to get the position where user has clicked. So when we get it, so and check that it's greater than the half of the screen, because we count from the left side to the right side, it means that you have shifted from the left side to the right side. So I think it's concerning and it's very easy to understand. And thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe on this channel for the next content on this YouTube. We have so many content to give you. Thank you very much.